welcome back to Vinsonhaler Farm. We're going to be working on preschool because my mom babysits me in preschool sometimes.
Welcome back to Vinsonhaler Farms. My name is Natalie, and today we are going to talk about homeschooling in preschool. So this is our second year of homeschooling. We started January of this year when Iris turned 4, and we practiced beforehand, but we didn't do like an official preschool. So this year we are going to do and move on to year 2 technically, because we're starting in the fall, and then we will go from there. So we already did our calendar back here. I can tell you a little bit more about it. And now we're going to do our flashcards. So we're going to review our flashcards. And these are just our flashcards that we have. They are different colors and shapes. So we go over that during our preschool.
So in the state of Nebraska, when you want to homeschool, all you have to do is notify the state that you are going to be homeschooling them. When you notify them, you are not asking permission to homeschool your child. You are simply stating and letting them be aware that you will be homeschooling your child. You are not asking permission. They do not accept or deny it. It's just a notification. There are some amazing groups that you can join on social media that can help you with the process of filing as well. For the state of Nebraska, it's on the DHHS website, and then you can pick a school name, and you want to then add a start and end date. From my understanding, you don't have to have a school name, and it can change each year. So if your kid decides to pick like Rainbow Butts or something ridiculous, you can then change it next year. Your child doesn't have to graduate, quote unquote, or get transcripts from Rainbow Butts Academy. So when homeschooling, you do have to keep track of hours, but don't have to turn them into the state. So for example, kindergarten, you need about 20 to 40 minutes a day of actual schoolwork. And then your additional hours of the 1,032 hours can be many different things. It could be chores. It could be even arguments. It could be going shopping, like grocery shopping. It can be playing. It can be cooking, building things, playing games, field trips, documentaries like Nature Channel, the Discovery Channel, like movies, all sorts of things. Anytime throughout the day your child is learning. When your child is arguing with their siblings, they're learning how to communicate better. They're learning how to problem solve. They're learning how to socialize and be around peers. They are learning so much all the time. With cooking, they're learning measurements. That could be a form of math. They're also learning how to balance their food and eat, a cookie, but also maybe during the actual lunch, we should eat something healthy like a salad or a sandwich or chicken and vegetables. You can put almost a learning experience into every single thing, which is also a beautiful thing about homeschooling, is it's not just like the sit down and lecture type of thing, unless that is your type A personality and that's your kid's personality too. Then do whatever works best. But, you don't have to do the quote unquote like school every day that you see in public or private schools. You can make it however you want to. You do need to incorporate the 5 core subjects, which is math, history, reading, science, and health. And those are super easy to get the hours for every year. I started recording them, and you would be surprised how quickly those can add up. It can be even play dates. It could be babysitting. Those hours add up very quickly. And the reason you want to keep kind of track of those hours is just in case the state would ever ask, like, how do you get to the 1,032 hours if you're a kindergarten and you only do like your 5 core subjects? 20 to 40 minutes a day? Where does those extra hours come in between your school year? So then you can show, on December 15th, we had school from this time to this time for our 40 minutes. And then they watched a documentary about nature, or we had a co-op and we did PE together. All those sorts of things add up. As far as our curriculum goes this year, especially for preschool, is that we are just working on some of our core skills, like our ABCs. Iris in this video is writing her A's because that's the first letter we're starting with. And our colors, our shapes, our numbers, and a lot of life lessons. I've heard homeschooling being referred to as life school, and I love that because we can teach our children so many valuable things in homeschooling. Know your why. Know why you chose to homeschool. Know why you are wanting to do this for your children and for yourself, whether it's you want to have that type of connection with your kids as you feel like distance from them. Maybe you want to teach them specific things and you don't have that in your area, like have a more Christian-based school. Whatever your why is, remember that, because when it gets difficult too during homeschooling, because it's frustrating, everyone struggles, bring those whys up and remember them, because that's why to keep doing it. One of the most common questions I get asked when people ask if Iris is going to preschool, I say no, she's going to be homeschooled. Well, aren't you concerned about her socializing? I'm not, honestly. We do homeschool meetups. She has a brother she socializes with. When we go grocery shopping, she's socializing with other people. My idea of socializing is not being in the same classroom with the same age group 5 days a week for like 40 hours essentially. Like, that's not my version of socializing. I'm not concerned about her socializing. She is a social butterfly, unlike her mother. Like, I am, nope. I'll stay home, and she has no problem walking up to people and making friends with little kids or like starting conversations. Like, I'm not concerned about her at all with socializing. With the co-ops and meetups with other homeschoolers, if you get on social media and you like search your town homeschool groups, or even like a bigger town nearby, you can find so many homeschooling parents. It's not even just moms, it's dads too. So let's give credits to the homeschooling dads also. But you can meet so many amazing people and go on so many amazing adventures. Like in January when we started, we met up with our Beatrice homeschool group and we went on a field trip to a sheep farm and got to watch the lambing process, which can be a version of health, which is a version of science, which you can learn so many different things on these field trips that kids are not going to experience. Like, there's just so many life lessons we can learn and experience. Another question I got asked is it hard sometimes or is it frustrating sometimes? Which, yeah, it can be. It can be frustrating for both of us. She's learning something new, which can be hard, as my sweet little girl has trouble listening sometimes. And it's, just another thing that I have to do during the day. But it's my child's education, and I have that as a priority. And it should be a priority. It's important for her to learn. And sometimes, you can do areas of homeschooling really quick. Like, she's really good at critical thinking. So I will take a piece of white paper and write all the ABCs out multiple times. And then I will have her circle in blue the letter A's, or circle in red the letter B's. And she is so good at that critical thinking skills. She loves it. Handwriting, she does not like. She does not like sitting there doing repetitive things. It's not her cup of tea. Like, she struggles in that area, but this is also where we need to practice, because it is an area of struggling. So we take lots of breaks. Sometimes we do our calendar, sing our ABCs go over our shapes and numbers, and then we take a break. And that's okay. We have all day to do this. There's no right or wrong way. You're not going to mess up your child. You're not going to ruin your child. It's okay. Like, you take the pace you need. You need to take the pace your child needs, and it's all right. And obviously, everyone's got a different opinion. Some people who watch this video might be like, oh, she is a horrible homeschooling mom. She's doing not enough. Or her child should know this stuff already. Or maybe you're like, wow, you are way ahead of where I am at right now. I should probably catch up. Don't think that. It's fine. Like, all of us are on different journeys. Let's be positive. Let's be a community for everyone. Let's just help each other out. And, you know, there's enough negative stigma on stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home dads or homeschooling or whatever else. Like, let's just be positive for each other and help each other out and not be negative. So I hope that encourages you a little bit or gives you some more inside information about our homeschooling. If you have any questions, you can certainly reach out to me or find a veteran homeschooling parent near you. That would be super helpful, as they would have years of experience. One of the ladies I follow has been a homeschooling mom for, I want to say this is her 12th year. It's insane. And the amount of knowledge these parents have about homeschooling is absolutely astounding. I love it. Another important topic for my family personally that we wanted to add is a Bible study. So I got a Sunday school book for little kids. It's like a 2 or 3 year Sunday school book, and that's what we're doing every week. We do a couple sections out of there because obviously Sunday school is once a week. It's only on Sundays. And so we can do a couple of those, and then the 3-year Bible study can be broken down into almost a year. So we use that too, which was very important to my family. We want to put God as a high priority, but that's just us. Every family is different. If you want to put your religious belief into it, you can. Otherwise, you don't. Honestly, that's what our page is going to be about too. I might start a devotion, or we'll talk about God and how we are blessed by Him, to each their own. And if you don't like it, that's okay. I would love to hear about how your homeschooling journey is going. Go ahead and leave a comment below about what you plan on doing this year, if you picked a curriculum. I'd love to hear and get to know and make a community more about everyone's homeschooling experience. That would be so great. And if it didn't work out for you, that's okay too. It's really all right. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. You're not a bad parent if you start homeschooling and then send your kids back to school, like a public or private school. That's okay. Just do your best. And your best looks different to everyone. It's okay. You're not going to fail your child. I promise. So with that, thank you so much for watching our video. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button if you like this video, or go watch some of our other videos. But God bless and have a great day.